Not every time that someone checks in on you is genuine. Some people don't miss you. They just miss the version of you that didn't respect yourself, the version of you that they may have always had access to. And I feel like this is something that took me so long to learn, is because people are naturally attracted to what makes them feel uncertain. If it makes them question their worth, or even if it puts them in a position mentally to where they may want to get some form of validation, this is what they're going to cling on to, or at least until they get the reward that they want, which will be the access to you. And by that, I simply mean take the time to break down any relationship that you may have been in, right? It don't even have to be a relationship, it can be friendship. Think about the people that's genuinely made it easy for you. The people that showed up, expressed that they care, expressed that they loved you, they were loyal and all those other things, right? I guarantee that very fact that it was easily accessible, where it didn't leave any single doubts in your mind, made you want it that much less. And all it is an ego game. You battling with your deeper self, needing those forms of validation from the people that you deal with. Versus if somebody came around and they may not have been too sure of you, or they kept you guessing, or they kept you in a position where you may have been uncertain, or they may not have even potentially liked you, right? But they gave you just enough to be seen. Those type of people are the ones that I guaranteed kept your attention, because it made you think, does this person really like me? Does this person even value me? Then you get put in a position where you're trying to prove yourself, and that's where the games begin. As human beings, for some reason, we all like to play games, and I don't know why we like to do this when our feelings and our emotions are involved, but that just shows the level of immaturity that a lot of people are in. So when this game begins, and this person slowly starts to bread feed us, each time that we get a result that we want, it's like a dopamine spike. We feel good about ourselves. We feel like we're genuinely making progress towards something that's worthwhile. And I'm here to tell you today that it's actually the complete opposite. Because if it was worthwhile, then it wouldn't make you question yourself from the beginning. It wouldn't make you feel like you're less of a person because they're not showing you the love that you truly desire. So with that being said, people tend to naturally value the things that they have access to less than things that they don't have access to. Think about everything that you've ever received in your life that started as something that you wanted. Up until you finally got that thing, you probably begged for it, you probably saved for it, you had a burning desire to acquire it. But once you got it, it slowly started to decrease in value. It meant less and less and less to you over time. It's because you had that access to it. And this is exactly the way that the brain works in terms of relationships and friendships. But I want you to know that each and every time that you put yourself in a position to be accessible, especially if it's not earned or it's not mutual, is a direct shot at your self-respect. People will start to look at you different. Not everybody that's calling you, acting as if they want to be in your life, checking up on you, is a genuine checkup. You got to understand that some people are really more comfortable when you are lost. When you're in the position where you're confused, where you're hurting, or you don't know what direction to turn in, people feel a sense of security from things like this because now they're able to come into the picture and offer that. But it's not genuine. They may not genuinely want to see you win and to see you grow. They just want to have control. And the truth is, growth threatens those who build their identity around your weakness. So each and every time that you make a conscious decision to choose yourself, they are going to feel it. Each and every time that you choose not to allow a person to have access to you, they are going to feel it. And one of my biggest things was just learning how to walk away, learning how to look myself in the mirror and say, this game you cannot allow yourself to play anymore because you are doing more damage than anything to yourself in the long run. I didn't like to walk away knowing that I was the bad person. I didn't like to walk away on bad terms. But you cannot always be in control. You have to understand that. Once you allow yourself to release these things and release that form of control, then everything around you will change. Stop trying to predict everything. But people who truly care do not come around when they feel like you're slipping away. They're there from the start all the way up into the finish, consistently. If it plants any seeds of doubt in your mind, then it is not for you. If it makes you feel some type of way about yourself, insecure, question your worth, then it is not for you. People will only treat you exactly how you allow them to. So if somebody's coming into your life, disrespecting you, not treating you how you want to be loved, then you have to fix something within you. Because the questions that I asked myself when I was in that position is, what is it about me for this person to feel like they can come into my life and do what they want to do? That person isn't going to go into the jungle or the forest and poke a bear because they know better. So what I'm saying is, these people really do know better, and you need to hold them accountable. But this form of fake concern that so many people may have as far as your life, it's rooted in curiosity, not compassion. They don't genuinely care about you. They don't truly care about, being in your life and seeing you elevate. They just want to have that access. They may just want to be in your business so they can have the upper hand. And it makes sense, because I used to be that person. I used to be somebody who didn't care, but just called to check up once in a while, just so I can have that access. Giving people just enough to believe that I genuinely cared about them. And it just wasn't true. Stop picking up the phone for those that don't truly value and care about you. You'll know deep down inside, by the dynamic of the relationship, the friendship, if somebody's truly for you or not. And if you have a single doubt, then I promise you, that alone, if you do not fix it and get to the bottom of it, will continue to grow. It will. These people do not miss you. They just miss the power that they had over you. You do not owe explanations to people who only checked on your downfall. You got to ask yourself that. Start choosing yourself. That's all it's about. Start putting yourself first for once. You got to be more aware of the people that only show up when you're down, but they disappear when you're focused. Those are the ones that you're not aligned with. If they can't match you when you're trying to build and you're trying to elevate, everybody goes ghost. But the moment you're down, the moment life throws a lot of negativity at you and a lot of curveballs, then you just tend to have these type of people around. They're attracted to that form of chaos, things that are going to pull you down and not build you up. As sad and as crazy as this may sound, it's true. When you're locked in, when you're elevating, when you're growing, you are going to lose a lot of friends. You're gonna, outgrow a lot of relationships, and this is okay. Not everybody can come, because people genuinely may not have the same mental capacity in terms of you and acquiring that form of success that you're headed in. Sometimes the most painful truth is realizing who preferred you broken. Not everybody wants to see an elevated, transformed version of you. One that loves yourself, one that respects yourself and actually moves accordingly. Some people want to see you broken and down bad, and it has everything to do with control. How can they exploit you? How can they take advantage? Or how can they feel like they're one up? And if it's not that, then it's just people wanting you to be in the same boat as them, because they're just as lost or they're just as broken. Either way, it is not healthy. Either way, it's not going to build you up into the person that you want to be. Some people prefer to hang around broken people because they're broken. Some people prefer to hang around people that don't want to be great because they may not want to be great. Think about that. You don't see millionaires hanging around broke people. They don't do it. You know why? Because they're not aligned. Mentally, they're on two different pages, so it doesn't make sense for one millionaire to put himself in a position to be around those type of people, because it's going to pull him down. That's not the way that life goes. You need to protect your energy, because not everybody deserves access to you. And that's what it boils down to. Put yourself first. You don't owe anybody an explanation. The moment that you wake up and you realize that, everything around you will change. Stop wasting your breath, your time, your energy trying to explain everything, and just start acting on it, because your actions will speak volumes way more than any other words ever could. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It's your boy Blue J Tay. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.